What's going on? As we test driving the first truck. It's the one I didn't drive before. Alright guys, it's the second truck right here. I made it back to the yard with the trucks. I'll give y'all a better breakdown on what to look for. If you don't know the history on it, that means you can just plan on just putting all the money back into it. For a low price, that don't mean it's a deal. You might end up still spending way more money than just going to buy a good truck. Never buy a truck without test driving. What's going on, fam? It's your boy Al. Y'all tune back in with them Jennings boys, man, and we back with another video for y'all, man. Make sure y'all stop what y'all doing. Go hit that subscribe button, hit that post notification bell, like this video. We're gonna keep running these numbers on up, man. In today's video, we're gonna be showing y'all how to buy a dump truck. So make sure y'all stay tuned. I done found 2 dump trucks. We're gonna go take a look at them. I looked at one before earlier this year, but he had 2 of them. He wasn't ready to sell both of them yet, so I told him when he was ready to sell the second one to let me know, and we could try to work out a deal on both of them. So he just randomly called me up out of the blue yesterday or the day before yesterday. Said he found he bought a new truck, and now he's ready to sell both of his trucks. So we getting ready to go back up here and check out both trucks again. I drove one already, but this time we're gonna check out both, drive both, and try to work out a deal on a dump truck. I'm gonna show y'all what to look for when you're buying a dump truck, what to watch out for, and how you make a decision on buying a dump truck, or any truck really, any kind of semi, but these dump trucks. So make sure y'all go like this video, make sure y'all stay tuned. We're gonna see how it is when we get out here. I don't know if I'm gonna record as soon as I get there, or if I'm gonna check the trucks out. I don't want to screw the deal up by recording as soon as we get there, so I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but we're gonna see, and I'm gonna show and break everything down for y'all. So like I said, like this video, go subscribe if you ain't subscribed, and stay tuned, y'all. We up here at the shop, we getting ready to head out. Man, we've been on these back roads for about a whole hour, y'all, man. Straight back roads out here to the cut somewhere. On my way to look at these 2 dump trucks somebody called me with. Somebody said want to do 2 dump trucks. I looked at one already a while ago, but I wanted the other one dude had. He finally ready to sell the other one, so now I'm gonna check out the other one and see if maybe we can work out a deal on both trucks. I remember it being out here somewhere. I think this is it right here. Yeah, this is it right here. What's going on? Alright, you guys, we test driving the first truck. It's the one I didn't drive before. It's pretty clean, it's driving pretty smooth. Everything seems to work, AC work. Fan screaming. So let me finish test driving this one. I'm gonna test drive that next one. Both Sterlings with Caterpillar C12s in them, 8LL transmissions. Both white with aluminum beds. Both beds got liners and everything in them. Alright guys, it's the second truck right here. I drove this one before. Had something going on with the motor mounts and the clutch, and tranny and stuff was loose. They done fixed that now. Both of these trucks pretty solid, man. There's a few things on here I'll change. Both of these trucks pretty solid. So we getting ready to go back over here and see what kind of deal he's willing to work out. I'm willing to buy these trucks for the right price. About to figure that out now. Both clean on the inside. They done detailed the heck out of both of these. Both got good dashes in them. Lights and everything work. We gonna see y'all. Make sure y'all stay tuned. There we go. We got the first stop, grabbing some fuel real quick. Damn, I just fucked up. Spilled gas all in the bed. Go ahead, fill the truck up. Spill gas all in the bed. That shit gonna stink. Cuz over here complaining because he gotta sit in the middle. We riding three man in the pickup. I told her you ain't never slept on the floor before, cuz. Man, that's thugging it.
It's not relatable.
Man, it's relatable, bro. We got this ugly dude with us right here.
Come on, get up in here in the middle seat.
He said that ain't relatable. I said, boy, you ain't never slept on the floor before. That's very similar. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta thug it for a minute. But right now, you know what I'm saying? One quick trick. We got the new sheets up the road from the shop. I'll see what's going on, man. Any of y'all looking for any wholesale tire deals? Wholesale prices on semi-truck tires, dump truck tires. Don't matter where you at, we can get them to you. Anywhere in the United States, man. Tap in with us, JDS Commercial Tire. Yeah, they pretty clean. He took care of them for sure. And he kept them inside that garage. That's what I like about them. And they both set up for asphalt. Both got liners in them. Both got tarps on them. Bushing's good on both of them. AC work on both of them. Lights work on both of them. Oil look decent on both of them. Yeah, I checked everything. I checked all the frames. We ain't got no cracked frames. All the cross members look good. All the bushings look good. Axles go up and down. Tailgates work. I checked all the lights. Like I said, lights work. Both got C12s. I'm gonna do even more extensive breakdown when we get back to the yard for y'all and show y'all everything I checked out when I was here yesterday looking at them. We way out here in the middle of nowhere too. Two Sterling dump trucks. Ready to work. That's the key thing, is finding something that's ready to work that you ain't really got to put no money into. Interior's pretty clean. These Sterlings, you got to watch these dashes. Dashes look good. These dashes, $3,500, $4,000 to get installed. Crank windows. Love that they crank windows. Yeah. Red T to go. I went there. I wonder where the CB go at right there. The CB hooks up right there. I'm still asking. Alright, fam, we done made it back to the yard with the trucks. I'm gonna give y'all a better breakdown on what to look for. I was so focused on trying to go over the trucks myself, I didn't want to miss nothing. Trying to record for y'all, knowing that I was gonna buy the truck, so I figured I'd just do everything in detail when I got back here. That way I could really focus on it. So whenever I buy a dump truck, man, the first thing I do when I get there is I pop the hood. I check the coolant. I look in that coolant, see if the coolant look dirty, see if it look milky, or see if it just look clean and clear. Both of these trucks, was both crystal clear green. If you ever see any milky or residue or gunk in there, that means something mixing. It's getting oil in the coolant, so that's a red flag right there. That's one red flag you look for right there. Second thing I do when I go to buy a truck, check that oil. I look for the same thing to see if it's any residue on here. Is the oil clean? Is it black? This oil right here clean. It ain't that black. It still got like a light brown tint to it. So that means there's some good oil right here. We still gonna do a full service on both of these, change the filters and oil. Whenever I get a new truck, I always service it. I don't know how long this oil been in there, I don't know how long the filter's been on there, so I always change the oil, change the filters. This oil right here look good. The next thing I do is I fire the truck up. I fire the truck up and I come over here to the exhaust and I look for that smoke. I look to see if it's blowing out white smoke, black smoke, or if it ain't blowing out no smoke. Most of the time when you first start a truck up, it's gonna blow some type of smoke out. Then it should calm down, idle down, and it shouldn't really blow no smoke. If it's blowing white smoke, that means it's burning the hell out of some oil. So that's another red flag. I started both of these up. It blew a little bit of black smoke out, and then it cleared out. Wasn't really blowing no smoke. So both of these motors seem to be running real good. The guy that I bought them from said he changed the oil every, how many miles? I don't even remember how many miles he said. He said he changed the oil. He do oil samples every year. He kept the trucks in the garage, so that was a green flag right there. He told me every little thing about the truck that he did to him. He told me how long he had them. It's always good knowing the history on the trucks. When you buy a truck, you don't know the history on it. That means you can just plan on just putting all the money back into it. So the next thing I check on the truck, well, I'm gonna show y'all this first. After I test drive in there, I test drive, let it get warm, let it get hot. I come back, pop the hood again, pop that oil cap and see how bad it's smoking. Most older trucks are gonna smoke at least a little bit. Some trucks don't smoke at all. But if that mug blowing out puffs of smoke, that means it's burning oil. That's a red flag. Walk away from it. So I got the bed up on this one. Let me show y'all what else I look for on there. The next thing I do, especially on dump trucks, I check the suspension. So this one, all the kingpins felt good on the drops. All the bushings look good. And then I asked him about the bushings. He said he got them done. He said one of these trucks he just did the complete bushings on. It was that one. And he said this one was done last year front to back. So that's an expensive fix on these dump trucks. You can have like 15 grand and doing the, really you can have about 20 grand if you do the kingpins and the bushings and everything and the rear suspension. Then you can have about 15, 20 grand just redoing this whole suspension. So if you got to put 15 to 20 grand in the truck starting out, it's probably not the truck you want to buy, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're getting it for a super sweet deal. I come and check all of that, check my bushings, my suspension. Everything looked pretty good. Then I check my frame rail. I go from front to back or from back to front, and I check the inside of the frame rail, make sure there ain't no cracks, make sure it ain't been welded on, make sure the frame ain't about to crack. Once that frame crack, man, the truck ain't gonna never be the same again. And it's hard to find a fabricator to fix that. Some people won't even touch a truck like that. Some people say the truck is total once the frame is cracked. But if you got the right fabricator, you can get it back fixed. But you're gonna spend $5,000-$10,000, man, to reframe a truck, maybe even more. So I checked the frame, front to back, everything looked good on the frame on this one. I checked the cross members on the bed. All the cross members in place. Nothing loose, everything is intact. The cross members is these. For y'all that don't know, these are cross members right here. Everything connected. Every last one of these is connected. I don't see nothing welded on. Everything looks solid. The rails all the way up look solid. When you raise the bed, you pay attention to the cylinder. When you engage the PTO and raise the bed, let the bed go up by itself. Make sure it go up by itself. Make sure you ain't got to push the gas to make the bed go up. Everything went up. When you let it down, make sure it come down fast. Make sure it don't slam down. It came down smooth. Cylinder looked good. And the next thing I check that drive shaft out. See if the drive shaft like it's been greased lately. See if it look loose. You can get in here and try to feel it and everything. Everything felt solid. All the U-joints look solid. Next thing I try to see, every truck is different. It's kind of hard to see. I try to look at the back of that transmission. Back of that, where it's connected from the transmission to the motor. Make sure all your bolts there. Make sure you ain't missing no transmission bolts or you ain't got no cracks in the bell housings, or check that whole housing and everything on there. Make sure all that's solid. what else I do on the trucks when I buy them. Them some key things right there. Then you want to turn your lights on. Check all your lights, because these lights can be a headache too. See how they got the lights ran. Make sure they ain't got the spaghetti going on. If they got the spaghetti going on, that means you want to rewire the whole truck. This one wasn't too bad. It's still like it still got the original housing on it right here. All the wires run to this to run the lights. But everything still look pretty clean. All the lights work. I checked the blinkers, the brake lights, all the lights work. The floor, I always check the floor, because the floor can be expensive to fix too. This truck, I can't see the floor, but it's got a liner in it. The liner look pretty halfway decent. Liner looks halfway decent. If you got a messed up floor, you can either patch it or you can replace the floor. And now they want them damn near $7,500, $8,000 to replace an aluminum floor. It's expensive, y'all. This truck stuff can get expensive. Just because the truck is going for a deal or a low price, that don't mean it's a deal. You might end up still spending way more money than just going to buy a good truck. This one got a liner in it. That one got a new liner in it. Tarps is good. I always check to make sure the tarps work. A brand new tarp like $3,500. Well, a brand new cheap tarp is $3,500. Some places charging like $6,000 for tarps now. So plus the truck already got a tarp on it. The inside of the cab on these Sterlings, those dashboards, or just on a Sterling. I don't know what kind of truck y'all gonna be buying, but a lot of stuff is hard to find on these older trucks. They remake these dashes, but they like $4,000, $4,500 to get a dash in. This one had a good dash in it. The seat's good. AC work. I always check everything, man. The AC work. It's got a CB already in it. It's got the fire extinguisher already in it. This truck ready to work, man. That's what I liked about this truck. This truck is ready to work. Inside is clean. No lights on the dash. No check engine lights. No warning lights. No ABS lights. Inspect your hoods too. Make sure the hood, well, you better open up the hood if you buy a new truck. You better open up the hood. Make sure the hood operating right, because these hoods can get expensive too. On the older trucks, man, you might spend, especially on a Sterling, you might spend $5,000 on the hood, $4,000 on the hood. You might be able to find something for $2,500. They don't make these Sterlings no more, so they hard to find some of the parts. Then on the new trucks, like on that Mac, one of our new Macs, man, they want like $10,000 for them hoods, $15,000. So I always make sure to check y'all's hoods, make sure everything opening correctly, make sure the structure, the fiberglass, everything is intact in place. Make sure the straps work. You can strap it down, because that can cost you some money too. Tires, brakes. Me, I don't really be too much on brakes. I know we can get the brakes ourselves and put the brakes on ourselves if we had to, but if you don't know how to put brakes on, you gonna pay. So you want to check the pads and the drums on all the brakes. You can get them to look on the inside of the wheel. Some wheels got covers. A lot of the old trucks, they don't got covers. The brakes on this one was all fairly decent. You can look at the drum, like on this drop axle right here. Look, this drum, we can kind of feel in there. It's got a little small groove, but it's cool. And it's still got a little bit of pad left. Probably half life left on that pad. So that's another expense you might have to do, because you gotta have brakes. That's the most important thing on a truck, is the brakes. The brakes and the air system. And since we're talking about the air system, what you want to do is start the truck up, let it air all the way up, then turn the truck off. Hold the brake down, make sure you ain't got no air leaks with the brake down, and make sure you don't got no air leaks with just the truck just sitting there idle or sitting there off. This truck right here didn't have no air leaks. That let me know that this guy took care of this truck right here. And then always test drive a truck before you buy it. Never buy a truck without test driving. If somebody wants you to buy a truck and they say you can't test drive it, just walk away, man. I found you another truck that you can actually test drive, because you want to see how that truck feel. You're going to be the one driving, and one of your drivers is going to be the one driving it. You want to make sure it's a comfortable truck to drive. You want to make sure it's a safe truck to drive. And you don't really know how the truck run until you do drive. You don't know how the transmission shifting. You don't know how the clutch feeling. You don't know nothing. You don't know how the motor mounts feel, if everything is solid in there. You ain't going to know until you drive it. You ain't going to know how that power steering feel. So you want to get in the truck and drive it. You want to get the truck up to temperature too. You really want to drive at least for 30 minutes, I say. Because you want to get the truck up to temperature, make sure it ain't overheating. Make sure you ain't got no transmission getting hot and going out. Make sure you ain't got no rear ends getting hot and messing up. And yeah, them the main things right there on when you're buying a dump truck. And then the last thing is just negotiating the price. Some people be firm on their price. Most people will come down at least a little bit on their price. You know, me myself, I'm always trying to work a deal. You know, I'm always trying to talk and work a deal and try to get the price down at least a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I'm coming from far and I'm serious about buying a truck. I tell somebody I'll buy the truck right now for $2,000-3,000 less than what they got it. Sometimes I might say $5,000. Just depending on how I'm feeling for the day or what I feel like the truck is worth. You feel me? And then last thing is when you buy the truck, when you get the title, check the VIN, man. Make sure the titles match the VIN. That's one thing I didn't do today because I was rushing. Just come and check the VINs, but I'm sure the VINs is correct, man. Dude was a pretty honest dude, pretty solid dude. He was pretty cool. He didn't look shady at all. Make sure y'all check y'all's VINs and make sure everything match. That's how y'all can try to get y'all a good truck. And then once you got a good truck, the best thing is when you get a truck, as soon as you get it, you can put it straight to work. We getting ready to take these stripes off, take these stickers off, put the Jennings on there. We getting ready to slap that Jennings on there, get us some plates, and we're gonna be ready to work already. We ain't even got a fool with nothing. But we got one truck pulling in right now. Let's see who that is. She's gonna be like, what's those? Watch. Drivers. As soon as you get a new truck, man, drivers want to know who's going to be driving the new trucks. These ain't even new trucks. They older trucks, but they still new to the fleet. They going to want to know. Watch, I bet you say something, huh? All right. What y'all staring at? Huh? He's having a good day, dude. He's having a good day. Who is that coming in?
What's up, YouTube?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. About to take these stickers off. Get some Disney stickers for you real quick.
Oh, okay.
Each up. Got this man out. This man out. This man out.
Right. Yes, sir.
Asphalt ready. Sprayers on there. They got the new tarps.
Mm-hmm.
Got liners in here.
Okay.
We never had no liner before.
You ain't never lied.
This one got a line. That one got a brand new liner in it.
Okay.
We ain't never had no liners before. Same setup, same motors.
Okay.
Got the breakaway gates to where you don't when you go on a pavement to push up instead of pushing the truck off the ground.
Yeah.
That's what these is right here. These them asphalt gates right here. When you go on that paver and that door hit the bottom, and hit the bottom of that paver, it's just gonna come up. And then gonna raise the truck up in the air. Like, you know how that truck right there?
Yeah.
That motherfucker gonna stand your ass up in the air. Yeah, these.
That's how you be sliding out the paver and stuff.
These gates don't do that. These are breakaway gates.
Nice. Excuse me. How long we talking?
I mean, they ready to work. They ready. I want to just do some little shit to them. Fix the mirror flaps. Minor shit. Minor shit.
As usual. Yeah. Congratulations to the fam. That's why you smiling.
Now, we was smiling because we were going to see I blew the cover. I'm like, we're going to see what Jelly see. He's like, man, what's them trucks right there?
Yeah.
Let me fill up.
Nah, because I used to run with these guys, so, you know, I know a little bit about them.
Have you seen this before? Yeah, he said he used to run down here once. He said he ran with us at Kimco, I think.
He did,
Yep, he did say he ran with us at Kimco. I remember now.
Yep. So that's
they both solid. I test drove both of them, drove them back. They both solid.
You said solid.
Solid. Dry, smooth, AC work, blow hard, everything on the dash work.
Sticker
clean.
automatics.
They ALL.
Oh, okay.
ALL, yeah.
Ain't
You know,
bad.
you don't too much find these automatic. Now we know Caterpillar C12, and
Yeah.
you know I try to keep that same motor.
Heck yeah.
That too. Make sure y'all buying them C12s, man. Don't buy them C13s. If they got a C13 in it, walk away. Fold that hood back over and walk away. C12 and 3406. That's what you want. C12 3406. We're getting ready to hook this gun up, take these stickers off. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all go like this video, man. If y'all got any questions, go in the comments, man. Ask me questions. I'll be answering the comments every single day. So make sure y'all tap in. Alright, fam. I figured I'd do y'all one better. Bring y'all out to this heavy equipment auction. Give y'all some examples of some trucks that's for sale in here. We up here at the Ritchie Brothers auction, Columbus, Ohio. It's usually a whole bunch of junk in here. Usually everything in here is trucks people trying to get rid of, or a company that's got a large fleet. They're trying to sell a bunch of trucks at one time. So we're gonna go over to some of these dump trucks and take a look and see what they got. Alright, y'all, I found this Mack triaxle dump truck. I'm trying to do a dump truck just to give y'all a similar example. It's a triaxle dump truck. It's got the bad motor in it too. It's that Mack motor I had before, I believe. I forget what this is called. It's the 450 horsepower. I had the worst problems with this motor right here. Pretty sure it's the same motor. I gotta look up and see what the motor is called. But I rebuilt this motor twice in the one I had. I ended up getting rid of it and selling it because it was just costing me so much money. I think the first time I paid about almost $35,000 to rebuild it, and the second time I paid like another $20,000, and I got rid of it.
Say it's custom.
Nah, this ain't custom. Little rusty frame, rusty. Yeah, I definitely would not buy this truck right here, y'all. Got some good tires, that's about it. Let's see what the oil look like on here. Oil look cool. Ain't nothing mixing in the oil or nothing. Let's see what else they got. Well, another Mack right here. First thing you see is it like it's leaking fuel out of here. Like it's leaking fuel. Like it's leaking oil too. Got this old L9 up here with the Dayton's on the front. This truck is from Gregory, whoever Gregory is. Excavation company. It's always good to look to see where the trucks, try to see where the trucks came from too. They've been doing demolition and concrete. I mean, this truck been getting beat down. Big ass boulders and stuff dropping in there. You see, we only haul asphalt, so we don't want no truck that's been with a demolition company. That mean that motherfucker been off road. That's been getting beat down. This old L9 right here. Wonder what motor this got. Alright, y'all, here go the perfect example. Ain't a regular dump truck, still a stone truck, but this one got a C12 in it as well, like the one we just bought. Let's look at the oil on this one. Ooh. Let's check the oil on this one. Oil look good on this. I don't like it's mixing or nothing. Check the coolant. Coolant don't look too bad. I don't like it's nothing mixing there. It looks like it's straight water though. Like it's straight water in there. Let's hear how it sounds. Oh. Slashes and gases. It's only got 2 batteries on this truck. Pretty clean in here. Pretty clean. Yeah, this truck from Jones. I done bought trucks from them before. I done bought about 5 trucks from them before, actually. Let's hear how this thing sound. Start right up, sound good. Ain't smoking at all. How many miles on here? 600? Yeah. See, this truck right here probably, type of truck this is, probably been lightly ran. It's probably ready to go. That's how it's supposed to sound right there, y'all. Frame look good on this one. Look at this Mac they got right here. This old Mac, y'all. The Macs like this, these is tanks. These the best Macs they ever made. Wonder what kind of bed used to be on here. The frame look decent. A little rusted, needs painted. It's got the right suspension. Look like this frame was cut. Like this frame has been cut. This truck been tweaked somehow, some way. It's been fabricated. Or they just cut something off the back of it to keep it and then brought the rest of the truck here. I wonder if it'll start up. These trucks right here is tanks, y'all. Tanks. This thing start right up too.